Thank you very much. And so today's video is about two major Canadian cities. I want to compare two major Canadian cities, and that's Ottawa and Calgary. The reason is I've seen news and reports of like people moving from east to west, from Ontario, Quebec regions, coming to Alberta and Calgary, just to be specific. So, and I wanted to compare Ottawa with Calgary just to see which city is better in terms of probably everything. So I'm not gonna take much of your time. I just wanna put out a few facts here, and I just wanna say I lived in both cities, so I love them, and there is no reason why I would give a false rating or information about any city in Canada. So let's dive into this. So if you're planning to move, there is a reason. And I just want to say most of the reason why people move is jobs or school or family. Those are the main three reasons. And when it comes to jobs, is Ottawa better than Calgary, or Calgary is better than Ottawa? According to my research and my personal experience, Calgary is better. And here's why. You make more money in Calgary and you pay less taxes. So there is more job opportunities in Calgary at the moment, with oil and gas picking up more than in Ottawa, and more high paying jobs. And then your take home pay is more than if you were in Ottawa. Because if you're making, let's say, for example, $80,000 a year, your take home pay is more in Alberta, in Calgary. So when it comes to jobs, Calgary is a winner in this category. And the number two factor is housing. A 2-bedroom apartment at the moment in 2022 in Ottawa costs around $1,900. In Calgary, a 2-bedroom apartment is around $1,600 or even less. And a 3-bedroom townhome to buy in Ottawa is $650,000, and in Calgary, $450,000. When it comes to housing, Calgary is better, either if you rent or if you're planning to buy. And the difference is really significant. Like if you were basically saving $300 to $400 a month renting an apartment, if you live in Calgary, obviously, that's a lot of money, like $4,500 per year. So, and if you're planning to buy, so again, we're looking at a townhome, for example, a difference is like 200,000 difference, maybe from 150,000 to 250,000 difference in buying a home. So that's a very, very much money. So when it comes to housing, Calgary is a winner in this category. And transit. Transit is about the price and about the access. When it comes to the price, Ottawa is more expensive, $125 a month for the transit. I mean, public transit, the bus and train, and Calgary is $112. So there is a $10 difference there, kind of a $12 difference. So you're paying less, and then access. Ottawa transit system is not really robust. Calgary's transit is way better. You have trains running from east to west, from south to north. In Ottawa is just a straight line east to west or west to east. There is nothing more. So you actually have more access to transit. If let's say you work in downtown but you live in the north, in Calgary it's much more easier. You don't have to drive. In Ottawa, in most cases, if you work in downtown, you have to drive. You don't have a choice because the train is always broken, or there is something wrong with the train for some reason, or you have to take more than 1, 2, 3 buses to get to work. So it's just like access is a little bit more kind of difficult to move within the city. And another thing is actually within before I leave the this transit thing, is within downtown Calgary it's free transit. So meaning if you were just moving within the downtown core, you basically pay nothing. You can just hop on a train and pay nothing. It's free. In Ottawa, it's not. You have to pay. Healthcare is another thing. How is healthcare in Ottawa? It's so difficult to find a family physician in Ottawa, let's be honest. And if you didn't have a family physician, you just have to go to kind of walk-in clinics. And the wait times in walk-in clinics are very brutal, like 5 hours, 6 hours. So if you're seeing a doctor in Ottawa, you have to have the whole day just for that. In Calgary, finding a family physician is much more easier. It takes about a week or 2 weeks, depending on what family physician you're looking for, or what area of the city you're looking for a family physician. And even if you didn't have a family physician, you can find a walk-in clinic, same day, no appointment necessary, and your wait times are way, way less. So when it comes to services, healthcare services, Calgary is a winner in this category. And we didn't even talk about going through emergencies, how much time you have to wait in hospitals in Ottawa, like 9 hours, 7 hours and a half maybe. So that's really what it is. In Calgary, it's about 5 hours max, and if you chose to go through emergency. And another category, government services, as in vehicle registration, your license, healthcare, health cards, stuff like that. I want to say they're both same. There is no really difference. The systems are all like really good. However, in Alberta or Calgary, it's more faster. You kind of like 30 minutes, you're done, right? Like you get the services you need, and you basically don't have to spend the whole day or hours in the queue. In Ontario, the service is pretty good, decent, depends on where you are in the city, but in some places you have to wait like an hour or like 45 minutes, something like that. So if you look at the time you spend waiting for the services or waiting in line, I want to say Calgary is much more better when it comes to the government services. And then outdoors, environment, green spaces, Ottawa wins simply because Ottawa has more green spaces, and there is more biking trails, there is more water, there is more rivers. So Ottawa is more green than Calgary. But if you love mountains and you don't really care about all these other stuff, I mean, there is rivers too in Calgary. Bow River, Elbow River runs through the city, but Just Ottawa feels like more green. It just looks green. There is water everywhere, so there is close to the parks like Gatineau Park, and there is more outdoor stuff that you can do in Ottawa. Even in wintertime, there is a Rideau Canal, so Ottawa obviously wins when it comes to these outdoors and environment. Shopping and restaurants, I want to say Calgary is better, way better, because there is more options, there is more ethnic food, there is more restaurants, there is more shopping options in the downtown area than Ottawa. Ottawa, you just have like the Byward, you have like Rideau Center, that's it. So, and when it comes to shopping, like grocery stores in downtown Calgary, they close like 10 o'clock, 11, whereas Ottawa, most stuff there close like 9. So Calgary wins when it comes to shopping and food. And then weather. I'm not gonna penalize any city because of the weather. That's really something out of control. But I just want to say, if you love consistency, you love your heat wave, like you just need a hot summer, that's Ottawa. If you love the weather that changes, or if you don't mind changes in weather, like it's cold in the morning and humid in the afternoon, Calgary is a city for you. So in this category, I just want to say it's gonna depend on you, what you love and what you like. There is nothing really much I can say about it. But generally speaking, Calgary is more a livable city. Like how much money you make, how much taxes you pay, what you can buy with money, like less taxes as in less sales tax. I mean, there is no provincial sales tax. I actually forgot to mention that. So let's say if you buy a laptop from Amazon, you're not gonna pay that provincial tax in Alberta, in Calgary. So in Ottawa, you're gonna have to pay the provincial tax, which makes everything basically expensive for you. So less taxes and more income and cheap housing. That's all you need, really. So in all categories that we've seen, income or salaries, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to housing, when it comes to transit, all these categories, Calgary is the winner. For that reason, I'm gonna take my cowboy heart and bump. That's it. Thank you for watching.